Hey guys, it's Bailey and welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a quick tutorial showing you how to get the look that I was wearing in a recent Colourpop bronzer review. So if you want to see how to get it using the Mondays in Malibu collection from Colourpop, let's get started. The first shadow I used, I'm sure you could have guessed, is from Colourpop, but it is actually from the Kathleen Lights quad. I wanted something matte and there are no matte shadows in the Mondays in Malibu collection, so I pulled out Cornelius, which is this awesome mid-tone matte brown, and I am sweeping that through my crease using a fluffy blending brush. This one is from a dual-ended Urban Decay brush that came with one of the Naked palettes. The rest of the shadows, though, are from the Mondays in Malibu collection, and the next up is Mirage. This is an amazing pearlized light mossy green shadow, and I just flipped that Urban Decay brush over to use the flat shader end to pat that color all over the inner half of my eyelid. Up next is the shadow called Gecko, an amazing pearlized gray with a slight purple duochrome, and I'm using that same brush. I just flipped it over to apply that color to my inner corner, both on the upper and lower lash line. To add a little bit of something to the lower lash line, I went in with the shade Snakebite, which is an ultra metallic bronze shade. Once again, using that same brush, just kind of the narrow end, tipping it on its side, and running that shade along my lower lash line. Up next, I'm applying Prickly Pear, which is this ultra metallic purple, but it also has some distinctive gold shimmer within it. It's a beautiful shade from this 6-pack, and I'm using a somewhat fluffier brush to pack that shadow on the outer half of my eyelid. And for the last of the shadows, I'm moving on to Hot Tamale, which is a Satin Luxe shade, and I'm using that to deepen up my outer corner, both on my lid as well as my lower lash line. Finish up the eyes, I applied a couple of coats of butterLONDON's Iconoclast Mascara. This was something I mentioned in my favorites video, and then I'm just going to breeze right on through the rest of the products that I used on my face because they are kind of the usual suspects, things that I've worn in recent tutorials: Too Faced Born This Way Foundation, Urban Decay's Naked Skin Concealer, and then I set that all with the CC Plus powder from It Cosmetics. To bronze everything up, I used Colourpop's Bon Voyage Super Shock Cheek Matte Bronzer and the Luxie Beauty 504 Large Angled Brush. I talk about both of these things in that bronzer review that I will link to somewhere around here, so you can go check that out if you want to. I'm just applying that in the typical places I put bronzer, in the hollows of my cheeks, my temples, and underneath my jawline. For blush, I'm going a little bit more high-end, but this is just the one that I have been reaching for every day for quite a while at this point. This is Charlotte Tilbury's Cheek to Chic Swish and Pop Blusher in the shade Ecstasy. I'm just swirling both of those shades together to create my cheek color here and applying that starting at my apples and blending it back to my hairline. Last product for the face is highlight. Of course, if this is a Colourpop heavy tutorial, I couldn't go without my Wisp. Of all the Colourpop highlighters I've tried, this is my absolute favorite. If you are going to pick one up, it's got to be this one. I'm just patting that all over the tops of my cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose, and along my Cupid's bow. And last, I am finishing this look off with the lips. This is Colourpop's Lippie stick in the shade Fetch, just a nice, bright, but not ultra bright pink that I'm applying all over. No liner, no gloss, no nothing else. Very simple, very basic. That's it. That is everything you need to create this look. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!